the team just because they had someone who was somewhat like a power forward. That's not happening now. Oh boy, this might be a long season, partner.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. My closing remark will be, and I can't say I've been impressed or unimpressed with Nash because I just think it's hard to tell. I think the fact that he did make the TLC switch as early as he did after Dinwiddie, I think it shows that he is seeing to a certain extent what the fans are seeing, which is something we called for the game before it happened, and that makes me think that he's gonna see like which guys fit and which guys don't, and it's clear he's not as stubborn as his predecessor was.
The problem is, and we're gonna find this out very soon. He may not be making the calls. The calls might be the roster calls might be coming down from on high. This team doesn't look different than the Atkinson teams. These teams have the same weaknesses. They have superstars. Don't get me wrong. They have you. KD hides a lot of sins, but playoff basketball reveals them. These other teams are going to scout. They're going to recognize that we are shit defending in the post, and there's nothing we could do roster-wise that could fix it with the guys we have. So I'm worried, man. I think we're in trouble, and really the only person who can fix this, it's not Nash. Nash is not the problem to me. It's Sean Marks. Sean Marks has to have a come to Jesus, and he has to recognize that lineup of, I mean that stat of 104 shots. You gave the 1-in-5 Washington Wizards 104 shots, and and I was actually arguing with Nets fans that the defense that the problem was that they just didn't make shots, and then that was followed up with, if we had Harden.
Oh well, yeah, all right, that I can't do.
Oh my God,
that I can't do.
This is going to be a painful season. If Sean Marks doesn't pull his head out of his ass, this is going to be a painful season, New York City's. But we're going to be here, ever diligent. We lost one pod last week because of technical difficulties, and then the Hawks game, I was so shocked that I needed to watch the game 3 times. I watched that game 3 times and still didn't know how to say what I'm saying tonight.
Well, I'm sure. I have a bad feeling that you're not going to be in a great mood on Tuesday night after they're done playing Rudy Gobert. So we'll see.
You want to know what? We have a better shot against them than a lot of teams, but we'll see. It's and that's the thing. It's like if they're playing a one center team, that's fine. They could do that. But if they have any kind of power forward or wing, it's the other guys that's the problem. I think Jared Allen is a good little defender. I think they're playing with his heads. They're yo-yoing. He doesn't know what his role is really. He's the best center, but he doesn't start. It causes us to have a lapse in these games and have to dig our way out of every single one. And the bench, that's another reason why Karras is not good, because by the time he gets the ball in his hands, which I'm not saying he should start, I'm just saying, could you imagine you're down? This team is beating Kyrie and KD, and now they're turning the ball over to me, Landry Shamet, and Taurean Prince. We could go another hour. I'll stop right there, New York City. This is the Front Office Podcast. Appreciate you guys listening. We're not going to abandon you. We're going to be here every game. And we're going to figure this shit out. So one way or another, we're going to figure this shit out. Sean Marks, it's on you. Partner, at Samuel LaChow, and myself, at Eve Darbooz. Holler at us on Twitter. We'll talk later, New York Cities.